"Neither," said the young woman, "can I call myself anything else than what I am, a Christian." These were the words of Vibia Perpetua, a 22-year-old noblewoman, wife, and nursing mother. Today we tell the story of two of the most courageous women in history, Saints Perpetua and Felicity. The year was 203. Christianity was exploding in North Africa, and the Roman Emperor Septimius Severus wanted it stopped. He issued a decree: convert to Christianity and you die. In Carthage, 5 young students, catechumens preparing for baptism, were seized. Among them were Perpetua and a slave named Felicity. Perpetua had everything to lose: status, wealth, and a newborn son. Felicity was 8 months pregnant. Both were about to be tested in ways we can barely imagine. Prison was a nightmare of heat and darkness, but for Perpetua, it became a sanctuary. When she was finally allowed to nurse her baby boy, she famously said, "My prison suddenly became a palace to me." Meanwhile, Felicity faced a different fear. Roman law forbade executing pregnant women. In a moment of grace, she gave birth to a daughter in that prison just days before the execution, a child immediately adopted by a fellow Christian. Perpetua's pagan father begged her to recant. He brought her baby to the judge, pleading, "Spare the tender years of your child." The judge looked at her and asked directly, "Are you a Christian?" Without hesitation, she said, "Yes, I am." With those 3 words, the sentence was passed. Death by wild beasts. On the day of their martyrdom, they walked into the arena with joy. They weren't victims, they were victors. Even when a wild cow was set loose to mock them as nursing mothers, they stood tall. When the beasts failed to kill them, an executioner was sent in. Perpetua saw the young man's hand trembling with fear. In an act of ultimate grace, she reached out, guided his sword to her own neck, and stepped into eternity. Perpetua and Felicity were forced to choose. They could reject Christ and raise their babies, or stay true to Christ and leave them behind. They chose the latter and gave their children a heroic legacy of faith. Life is empty unless Christ is loved and professed. Death loses its sting when our lives belong to Him. Take a moment today to ask yourself, do I have the courage to stay true to my faith under pressure? Saints Perpetua and Felicity, you loved your infants and you loved your God. By embracing martyrdom for your faith, you gave the greatest witness possible to your children. Please pray for me, that I will never shy away from living my faith openly in a hostile world, and that I will be a holy witness of God's most pure love to all. Saints Perpetua and Felicity, pray for me. Jesus, I trust in you. If you found this story inspiring, please like this video and share it with a friend who needs encouragement.